This tale starts a little after it really began. Instead of once upon a time, let's just jump into the story. This is Nizzy, the piglet. Nizzy is a lost little piglet, and it's all her fault. When Big Papa Boar told the piglets to stay close to home, Nizzy said, "I will never lose my way." When Sweet Mama Sow told all the piglets it was dangerous away from home, Nizzy said, "I ain't scared, no how." And when Nizzy's brother Ton dared her 5 gooseberries to go into the woods, she too quickly said, "Ha! I'll do it for 1 gooseberry." And now Nizzy is lost, wandering the forest, all alone. And the forest is not a safe place for little piggies. It never is, in the once upon a time stories. There are big bad wolves and goat-eating trolls under bridges. There's bacon-roasting dragons and baby-stealing gnomes. Nizzy says she's not afraid, but she's an awful liar. Her cute little tail quivers, and every time she hears a twig snap, she jumps, even if she was the one who stepped on it. The forest is dark, and the wind is whistling through the trees and tickling the hair on the back of the little piglet's neck. Not that those hairs need any help standing on end. "I will never lose my way," Nizzy told herself as she clambered over a fallen log. "I ain't scared, no how." Nizzy's voice trembled as her eyes caught a shadow moving between the trees beside her. "I should get 10 gooseberries when I get home." Her voice was quieter as she scrambled to the hollow beneath a tree. Nizzy was an awful, terrible liar, even when she was talking to herself. She knew she was lost, she knew she was scared, and she knew it was very likely she wouldn't be getting any gooseberries anytime soon. "That's very rude, you know." A voice came from above Nizzy's head. It startled her so much she squealed and tucked herself tighter into the hollow of the tree. "Oof! You, my dear, are making it worse." With the creaking of the wind, slowly a tree branch bent into the hollow. Nizzy was sure it was because of strong wind, but it wasn't until it curled around her cute little tail and gave a sharp tug that she realized she was wrong. Before she knew it, she was dangling way too far off the ground, upside down, and the most terrified scream was escaping her little piggy snout. "First you climb inside my mouth, now you squeal in my face. You are a terribly rude little thing." Nizzy turned her eyes from focusing on the ground to where she was sure the voice was coming from. Her eyes locked with 2 knots in the trunk of a tree, and to her surprise they seemed to be locked right onto her as well. The voice, she realized, was coming from the hollow she'd been hiding in. She must be going crazy. Everyone knew that only animals could talk. Another branch slowly reached forward and curled along Nizzy's back and turned her right side up. She was grateful, but still so very scared. I'm sorry," Nizzy mumbled. "Do you make it a habit of hiding in people's mouths?" The tree crooked a branch above one of the knots, possibly a raised eyebrow. No, I didn't know you were alive." Nizzy knew how silly that sounded. Of course trees are alive. What she didn't know was that they could move and talk. A loud chuckle spread throughout the trees in the forest. Nizzy wondered how many of them were alive. "Well, I'm glad you don't just go climbing into every mouth you see. That seems like a bad way for a little piggy to stay a piggy and not become a little snack." Another chuckle rolled through the forest as Nizzy gave the tree a terrified look. "Do not worry, little one. We trees only eat the sun." Slowly the branches creaked around the piglet as she was lowered back to the ground. "You best be on your way then. I'm sure you will be home soon. After all, you could never lose your way, right?" A snicker rustled the leaves in the treetops, but perhaps this time it really was the wind. Nizzy's ear tips turned a bright red as she pulled her hood up over them. She never liked being laughed at. She trudged on, forward through the forest, trying to escape the laughing trees and the tickling wind. She was too embarrassed to ask for help, and really, What do trees know about the forest, after all? I hope you enjoyed sitting with me and listening to a little bit of a story that I came up with. The goal of this was largely to create a couple illustrations to a story. The story of Nizzy is something I'm creating a little bit at random. The idea of a piglet came to mind recently with some sketches I did and some artwork that I saw someone else create. And I loved the idea of a little pig character. And I am pulling the plot points literally out at random. So I have no clue what will happen next, or even where her story is going to end. Please let me know if you want to find out with me. Thanks for watching. Bye.